Okay, Linda?
Good evening. I'm Linda Witte, Democratic candidate for 10th District State Representative. First, I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank the Audrain County Farm Bureau for hosting this event. I appreciate your work there, Jerry, and it's a great opportunity for me to have a chance to speak and give you a chance to get to know me a little bit. I'd like to tell you a little bit about my background. I have a lot in common with the people of District 10. I grew up here in Audrain County and have lived here all of my life except for 7 years. I am a farmer. I was raised on a family farm, a diversified family farm, helped my dad raise cattle and hogs and do some row cropping in the meantime. I've been married to Terry since 1973, and we've raised 2 sons. Terry and I worked our way through college, and we're proud I'm proud to have 3 degrees from the University of Missouri. I'm committed to family values, and I'm a Christian. I'm active in the United Methodist Church here in Vandalia, Missouri, where I've attended since 1980. I'm also committed to veterans. My husband is a veteran, and I think it's important that we honor those who have served and who have fought for our country and for our freedoms, and I will be committed to helping our veterans receive the services that they need. In my 30 years of experience as a speech pathologist at Tri-County Care Center, I've really learned and understand the issues that face our senior citizens, and I think that I can be an advocate for our seniors as well if I'm elected. I'm running for state representative because I care deeply about this district. I've lived here all of my life, as I said before, and I believe that I can make a difference for the people that live here. The issues that I'm concerned about are agriculture. I support value-added agriculture, including ethanol and biodiesel production. I work very hard to protect livestock farmers from unnecessary regulations, and especially the animal rights folks that are trying to put issues on the ballot that will damage our livestock farmers. I'm a strong supporter of Second Amendment rights. My husband's been a long-term member of the NRA, and we are gun owners. I believe in the right to own guns. I also will focus on jobs. I think that's the one thing that I've heard everybody tell me as I've walked around the district and knocked on doors. Jobs, jobs, jobs. They don't have a job, they're looking for a job, they know someone who's laid off, and it's really an issue that's a serious one in our district. I'm committed to finding ways to protect the jobs that we have and to promote new jobs and new economic development in this district. One of the things that I believe we have to do is we have to improve our infrastructure. We need to make sure that we have access to affordable high-speed internet so that our businesses can enter the national and the international market. And the other thing that I want to work on is making sure that we have a well-developed, educated workforce. I think those are very critical things for us to have in the job market for job development in this district. As an educator, I'm also committed to education. I've spent 30 years in public education as a speech pathologist, as a special education director, and I'm very committed to making sure that our rural students receive the world-class education that they deserve. I understand the funding that comes from the state and from the federal government. I understand the foundation formula, and I know that the cuts that have been made and the changes that have been made to the foundation formula have penalized our rural schools. I want to find ways to make changes there to make sure that our rural schools have and our rural students have the same opportunities as those in Kansas City and St. Louis. We have to make sure that we have our students receiving the education that they deserve, and I am strong on that issue. I believe that because of those cuts, our local school districts have been forced to raise local taxes and property taxes, and because of that, it was placed an unfair burden on our farms and our farm owners. And so I would like to find ways to increase revenue which does not affect our property taxes. The other thing that I'm concerned about is that we have to make sure that our teachers are not mandated to cover all of these additional duties that are not really part of their teaching responsibility. As I was getting ready to leave tonight, I had a teacher come up to my house. She brought me a 2-page or 3-page letter, and it's called Why Teachers Are Burned Out. I haven't really had a chance to read it yet, but she lists all of the different responsibilities and duties that she has had as a teacher that are not related to the actual educational services that she provides. And I intend to use that and take that information to heart and to use that in my plans to help education and help teachers in the district. The other thing that I would like to say is that I'm fiscally responsible. I have, as a director of special education for 6 years at Montgomery County, I never went over my budget, and in fact I was able to cut department funds and still maintain a quality program for our special needs students. And so I'm fiscally responsible, and I know how to be a good steward of our public money. I believe I'm the best candidate for District 10 State Representative. And the reason that I believe that is that I'm local. I've lived in this district for all but 7 years of my life. 1 year while Terry was in the Army, and the other 6 years while we attended school at MU. I'm experienced in community service and in solving problems. I share your common background and your family values. I have a great deal of experience in public speaking, and I can present your issues on the House floor. I will be your advocate. I hope that you will vote for me. I'm Linda Witte, and I'm a candidate for 10th District State Representative. Thank you again for the opportunity, and thank you for your attendance.